being aligned with the brand goals is key to finding the right people together.
So you work with employer branding. Like, how do you make sure to stay on
Brand.
Yeah, like, or is that something you need to care about?
Yeah, no, I think that's the most important part of the work, actually. We can be confusing to people who view us, so future clients, current clients, and future candidates and current employees as well. So we need to be very aligned and pass out one consistent message. So having the brand as top of our mind is important. And the brand is very connected to the business. And we as HR are usually seen as a support function, but we are not. We are a very strategic function. But to be this strategic function, we also need to have our eyes in the business. So I think if we prioritize the business, it's easier to align brand and employer brand in a single strategy, because one thing speaks to the other. So an employee will be happy to work in a brand that is well known, that takes care of their clients, and a client will be happy to hire a brand that also takes care of their employees and knows that they will also be prioritized when these employees are happy and working towards the same purpose.
Come in.
Join us here.
Join us here. 3 words to describe the Sinch culture.
Ambitious, caring, crazy.
Good. Okay. So you said like HR is not a support function. It's a strategic function. How do you work strategically from an employer brand perspective?
So we always focus on the needs of the business. So I know that Sinch wants to be number 1 in CPaaS. So to really establish itself in the CPaaS market. So knowing that that is our goal, it's much easier for me to understand who are the people who need to be aligned with the culture and who need to run towards this purpose. We're not just hiring people. We are hiring the talents that will take Sinch to the next level towards the dream that we want to conquer as a company. Being aligned with the brand goals is key to finding the right people together.
And so one thing that I think is interesting from like if you think about who's watching this, which is mostly talent acquisition, employer brand managers, what is the best way to acquire that business knowledge from the rest of the organization?
I think we need to be more proactive as HR. So we need to talk to people, we need to participate and understand and sit in the table with like important and relevant spaces. So usually HR is informed of the decision making after. No, we need to sit in the table and decide together with finance, with the M&A team, or with the whole leadership team in general, marketing. So we need to be invited to the table and make decisions together. I think that is a way. But if we're not, we can just be curious and like say, what are you doing? What are your needs? And sit in and pay attention and really know the business numbers and the business strategy. So we can also study documents if needed.
Is this a sign of a healthy culture as well, that like this inclusion of HR into the business maybe?
I think everyone has like a strategic impact in the company if they feel comfortable like to be themselves at work, if they feel comfortable to speak to their managers, speak to their colleagues, and like really contribute with their own uniqueness. Everyone has a point of view, has a different experience. So if you have a good culture, an embracing culture, you will have people who are happier and who are really okay to speaking their minds, and then we can have like much more impact than having the same group of people with the same decision making. So including HR means including the company in general, because we hire, we help train, we establish culture. So we're good. We're important.
Good.